Hello, Potato! In the beginning, there was Boba Fett, Mandalorian, bounty hunter, kinda went out like a wimp. Then, in the prequels, there was Jango Fett, sort of father to Boba Fett in the sense that he raised him, but also Boba Fett's just a clone of him. But now, finally, not part of the Fett line, but living as a Mandalorian is the Mandalorian with the child. Yep, my local store did finally get him in, and I, of course, snapped one up. Because why wouldn't I? So today, we're going to take a look at him. We're going to dip into the Star Wars toy box and check out the Mandalorian figure. So first thing I noticed, looking at the actual figure in box, is that I was fooled by the way it looks on Shop Disney. I had thought the legs were thicker than they were on Jango and Boba, and they're not. It is pretty much the same mold when it comes to the legs, with, of course, some embellishments. So he does have the little spindly legs. Oh, look at the back here. So yes, we are getting a new Darth Vader figure, and I guess the other one was a Stormtrooper. I thought it might be Cara Dune, but no, it looks like it was a Stormtrooper. So I'll be interested to see if that new Darth Vader is just the old Darth Vader re-released, or if it's actually going to be like a new sculpt. Looking at the picture and looking at the one on the shelf, which I know you can't really see back there because it's in shadow, they look like they're probably going to be the same, but these drawings generally are not super indicative of what the actual figure is going to look like. The Mandalorian here is figure number 18 in the Star Wars series, and he does not want to open up easily. There we go. Get him out, and oh yes, he is plush tagged in all the hell. Let's... Interesting how some figures, because like Jango was just held in by the plastic, and the Mandalorian here has to be held in by 35 plush tags. Alright, that's him out, and then that just leaves the child. Plus they're like set in here in a way that you just can't easily get to them. Alright, and coming out, the child! And all these little plastic bits can just go away. Alright, so Mando has got his cape. You know, he doesn't have his rifle. That's kinda lame. And what does he have? Does he have the... No, his feet are more like Boba Fett's. He does not have the little ball pivot feet like Jango Fett had, which I was impressed with. I liked those. I mean, there's still some rotation on the ankles, so you can still kind of pose them that way, but he's got, let's see, he's got very loose legs like Boba Fett, though. I'm not getting that clicking that I had with the Jango Fett figure. So I guess that's not just something they've changed in the figures. That's just something with, I guess, particular to that one figure. He has a holster to hold his blaster, which, let's see if we can do that. Does it actually fit in there? The answer is sort of. And you can kind of squeeze it in place. It's not awful, I guess. And it's him in his Beskar armor. So as you see him for most of the series, not in the armor he starts out with. He's very, very loose. I don't like that. I guess Jango has a little of that problem too. The figure is very loose. The joints are really uncooperative. Like the knees are really stiff, but everything else is loose. What about the... I mean, there's a lot of good articulation here for these kind of figures. The articulation has gotten better over the years, given how they started out. But I like the look of the figure. I'm not trying to actually set him up in a way that doesn't look like he's having some sort of a physical issue. is not easy. He kind of looks like he's either mid-dancing or he's a zombie. Let's put his head up. That might help a little bit. I mean, of course, the tablecloth here doesn't help. The tablecloth here is always a problem with these. All right, I think we've got him standing, though. But see, you can see when I pick him up, that leg just moves. It's very loose. I don't like that. Let's look at the child. The child is just a single piece. Does not come out of the hover pram. It's a cute little sculpt. I'm a little surprised they included him and didn't like make him a separate figure, but I'm not unhappy about that. It would be nice if he came out of the package, though. Or not the package, the hover pram. Yeah, it's a nice figure. It is. Let's compare him to Django here since he's the most recent. And, I mean, there's definite differences. The wrist cuffs are different. The mask's actually different. He doesn't have the little visor that pops down on the side like Django and Boba do, which, of course, Django and Boba are wearing the same armor, so it makes sense that their armor should be the same. And, yeah, it's a nice figure. It's well done. It's, the Beskar bits are nice and shiny. I just wish it was a little more stable and cooperative. And I wish it came with the rifle. I think that's weird, because I think every other Mandalorian figure I've seen comes with his big rifle. Even the Lego ones came with the rifle. The Black Series one came with the rifle. I've actually still got it sitting right here. See? The Black Series figures are actually quite a bit taller than these, aren't they? It's like a parent and child sort of a thing going on there. It's like adult Mandalorian taking his child out trick-or-treating. Yeah, it's a nice figure. He doesn't have the rocket pack. He does have the cape, which of course sets him apart from the other two as well. I must say his head's a little smaller too. At least a little smaller. Again, it could just be the colors, but I feel like his head is smaller. And there he goes. His head is a little bit smaller than Boba Fett's. Yeah, he's going to fall down. He is not going to do well up on a shelf, I don't think. Just because that leg, especially that right leg there, is so loose. But as far as range of motion, it's got good range of motion. But I just think that I think that looseness is a problem for people who want to put them on a shelf. And I also I still wonder about how well these will do in actual, like, play scenarios. If children won't just, like, rip these apart. Because they do feel very, very spindly. They feel like they want to come apart. Alright. Is he left-handed? Because I noticed the gun was in his left hand, even though his holster's on the right. Is that a detail from the show that I'm just missing, that he was actually left-handed and he cross-draws? Because I don't really remember him using the pistol blaster very often. I remember him using the rifle more than anything else. Ow, man. He is just not cooperative for standing up. I don't like that at all. Well, that's what it comes down to, I guess. The figure looks nice, but it's a pain to try to set up. I guess that's why they have the little holes in the feet, so that you can get a base plate to put them on, but I haven't found any that actually fit them properly. I'll take it back. I guess the ones I have on Mickey and Minnie do fit properly. So I can always get more of those at Target. There we go. That's not an awful pose. Now will he stand up again when I put him down? He looks like he wants to fall. Nope, I think we got him. Let's take a little closer look at the child here. Yep, there it is. In its little hover pram with its little blanket. Not a super amount of detail on the pram itself, but, you know, doesn't need it. Nice sculpt on the child, though. It's got the little pudgy cheeks, which I think are just kind of made more visible by the ruff around his neck. But it's a cute figure. It's a nice sculpt. It's nice that it was included. I want to say this figure was a little bit more expensive than a normal toy box. Yeah, this one was $14.99. Usually toy box figures, I believe, are $12.99. But when they come with extra stuff, like I think the Sully and Boo one was normally $14.99. When they come with extra things, they usually cost a little bit more. But still, it's not a bad little figure if you can get it to stand up. I really wish that that right leg wasn't so loose. And he doesn't, just the way he's posed right now, he doesn't look as natural to me as Boba and Jango do. But I'll have to fix that before I put him up on a shelf. Still, it's a nice figure. I'm glad I got it. If you are looking forward to it, did finally reappear on the Shop Disney website. I think after I had done a video saying it had gone from the website. So if you like him, you can go and pick him up yourself if you want. Hopefully yours won't have that loose leg issue mine has. So I hope you found this all interesting or enjoyable. If you did, please give this video a like and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And I will see you in the next video.